I need everyone tuning in right now to comment with the city that you are tuning in from. Where are you tuning in from? It's After Chillers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it. Which city are you from, Orlando? Tiseto, how you doing? Koza, how you doing? Henda. Hello, Cape Town, Messi Pedestal. Cape Town, what's up? Polokwane katla Mola. Koza, Pretoria was good. Windhoek, what's happening? Windhoek, Sibasa. I see you in the building. Rodeport, Moscow. I see Moscow in the building. Bloemfontein, what up, Bloemfontein? I've got a surprise for you. Bloemfontein, I've got a surprise for you. Protea Glen, Jawz, Midrand, Mukopani, Cape Town, Midrand, Kagiso, Podge, hey, Tembisa, Deep Kloof, Joburg, Pretoria, Cosmo City. What's happening? Everybody, welcome to it. Welcome to After Chillers. This is your spot. This is our home for Tuesday night. Before we get anywhere, I just wanna ask you one question. Are you ready for this massive takeover that's about to happen? I'm talking about Podcast and Chill Celebrity Edition being aired on Channel O, the debut. I'm talking about the very first episode on Channel O. What's up, Abu Dhabi? MacG, Sol Pentuka. This Wednesday, tomorrow, 1st of September, 9:30, you can catch Podcast and Chill Celebrity Edition on Channel O. What a milestone. Yo, we've made it this far. And just by the by, man, the first guest, I think last week sometime, when Zahara was about to release her album, I tweeted her and said, Zahara, I saw you in Auckland Park. I wanted to take a picture with you, but I was just too shy to come take a picture. And she slid in my DM. She was like, hey, send me your address. I sent her my address, and she sent me a package. She sent me her brand new CD, and she also sent me this pink thing. It's a notebook. Thank you, Zahara. Shout out to you. And this CD, what's going to happen with it? I'm going to be blasting this thing as a build-up to the very first celebrity edition that's going to air on Channel O tomorrow. And this notebook has a little message in it. And the message goes like so. Hey, Jawz, we may have not met, but I'm glad we're still connected via Twitter. Sending you all my love. Zahar. Ows. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Before we begin, I've got a little story that needs to be shared with you in a way of a spoof. You know how we do with the spoofs. Here is Ezekiel. Ezekiel had a lucky day, and Ezekiel scored himself a polo. Before the deceased umufi ube arile una le last request uthe unesicelo sokugcina ribalele ngwalo le before riya dirapeni sifunda incwadi before siye emngcwabeni. Amen bazalwane. Amen. Ibhalo uye umufi. The last request cha the deceased di balega so. Isicelo sokugcina somufi sinje. The deceased uri Utloshia polo ya hae GTI le mokgotsi wa hae.
Umufi uthi uzoshiya i-GTI epholo yakhe nomngani wakhe.
Ezekiel. Because Ezekiel ke chomi ya hae I trust her.
Because uyamthemba ngempela uEzekiel.
Trustile bantse ba phela mo lefatsheng. Ezekiel carried him through life.
Umthembe yonke impilo yakhe.
So beyale koloyi wefa Ezekiel.
So manje uzomnikeza le moto wethu.
Ibile because Ezekiel kena ali one amo truster.
And because uthemba yena yedwa.
The deceased na khupela hore Ezekiel
Ube acela ukuthi
even
Ezekiel
the only one carrying the casket to the grave.
yo nizwela madoda.
Hoskaba le motho a khomang casket ikukiwe ke ena Ezekiel aliti.
Le casket ithintwe ngoEzekiel ayedwa.
Hosikena amotrasta
Yafiwa ngempela.
aliti. And Henry fika
Masifika lana emngcwabeni
Ezekiel
weZekiel.
ibe yena ayepang moliti ka teaspoon e ba e rekileng nako ba ilo share flat la mathomo kwa Midrand.
Ube yena gupha umgodi. Nge-teaspoon le bayithenga the time bahlala eMidrand.
So ibe yona teaspoon ye pang moliti o Ezekiel.
So ibe lona le teaspoon le ligupha umgodi.
And then utomfakoloi after udira dilo tse di balang.
And then uzomnikeza le moto after kuyenza lezo zinto.
Awa tikwa rich.
Yo, hayi
Ezekiel.
ipholo yasebenzela.
Ezekiel uka yena ngo ipona gathi Ezekiel uka.
Ah madoda, uphi lo mfana? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Hanging out with Stino and Tweedy in the building. My brothers, my brothers, my brothers. Welcome to After Chillers, my guys.
Yo, what's going on? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's up?
I saw some people shouting out from Bloemfontein. Are you guys still staying in Bloemfontein or you have moved to the city of gold?
At the moment, we are in Bloom. We have gigs this side. This weekend we in Bethlehem, so we have to be home for a little bit. But we are in Joburg, time and a two for work, So, yeah, it's just that. It's that traveling back and forth.
So you guys have a spot in Joburg and obviously a spot in Bloom.
Yeah.
Yo, living the life buffet too. And I understand you guys, before you collaborated, before the duo started, Stino used to be Tweedy's fan and Tweedy used to be Stino's fan. Then you decided, guy, I'm your fan, you are my fan, let's form a duo. Who asked for you guys to form a duo? Who was the first person to go for it? Who was the first person to start the key?
I don't know. I don't know. I think it was the people, from the songs that we did together to the interviews that we were doing to Nkok's the lead, and Kokeli.
Yeah.
Used to work on CUTFM. And he asked us one time, like, when are we doing a joint tape together? Might as well give the people what they want. And then, as soon as we made more songs together, it started making more sense. We started getting more bookings. So it only made sense that we do that, So I think it's the people more than us, because we were already making music together.
So this was like 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, this is like 5-7 years ago.
Wow, that's dope, man. And the music, how did it get into Joburg? How did you push your music so much that it was unavoidable in Joburg?
Um, I feel like as soon as we got the distribution deal, we got our music out with PH, with Speedster playing out song, DJ Venom as well playing out songs, some of our other homeboys that are that side, MacG Jeans, Benny Afro, all of those guys back there in Joburg, they helped the music push, the music videos as well. I feel like that's when Joburg started looking up and saying, okay, there's a sound that's different, just because the boys are not permanently that side yet, the sound can't come up, but we are gonna make it permanent soon and push the sound properly that side. But that's when it started.
And what I can say, man, your sound is very South African. Your sound is very local. You can't deny it, man. Like you speak to the people, like we can connect to you guys. That's why the support is just so big. I mean, even the latest track that you have with Questa, I mean, that's some other shit. How did you guys come up with this one?
Well, that song was a bit of an easy task because that's how we speak here, where we from here in Bloem, So what other better way of introducing our Bloem and our Free State music with how we speak and our mother tongue and, our lingo, you know what I mean? And with the sound in J, the only person that we could think about was Questa. I really feel like if Questa had had another mother tongue, he'd actually do a kind of song like, similar to that Taylor song, and I feel like it was his song to like us, you know what I mean? And we always say in our interviews, like our lingo and our music and how we do music or how we make music is the missing puzzle to what's happening in the industry right now. Like I feel like we have so many talented artists, you know what I mean? But I feel like with what we bringing and what we offering is not what was offered back then before, or what was offered before. We coming with a different, fresh, breath of fresh air. It has never been heard before. Nobody has attempted to do it. You know what I mean? So I really feel like we should tap ourselves in the back for coming with a different, whole new sound to the industry. You know what I mean? And there's more. Like, I like the fact that you picked up on the South African side of our music. Like, that is so important to us, you know what I mean? But it's kind of like, I always tell my boys, it's kind of like bringing New York to the hood. New York
that's right.
New York to, our streets, you know what I mean? We making an international sound South African, and a South African sound international.
That's dope. Clive, have you heard this guy's songs? Like the build up from the main track that got them introduced to Joburg, to the Tsele now. I mean, the way they're growing, and then there's other songs that I've listened to that the guys have done. I
only know Point, and which is the remix, I think, with Kuli, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But it's got a dope video, and by the time I discovered MacG, that they were already flying up high, So shout out to
shout out to the guys.
Shout out.
And also,
hey, we big fans, by the way. Jawz and C-Lab, the team, we big fans.
Shout out. Actually, Clive and I were actually talking about the stuff that was happening regarding the whole hip hop dead, whatnot, Boyanga, posting stuff like 90% American hip hop sets killed South African hip hop. I don't know why he says it killed South African hip hop, but well, South African hip hop is still here. So, but when Stino and Tweedy, what do you think about this whole mind that everyone is pushing that South African hip hop is dead?
I feel like because of the Amapiano state and the constant new piano songs dropping almost every week, you know, and at the same time, a lot of our hip hop artists being able to be compared to American artists, you know what I'm saying? So that's why some people feel like our hip hop is like dead, because they can compare it to an American artist that this South African artist sounds like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of them actually generally listening to an artist and an artist having their own identity and the music that they're bringing out, you know. So it's literally just about the music that they are picking to choose the songs from, you know what I'm saying? Like, Yanga makes hits, I must say, you know, he makes very beautiful songs. Nangu Tatako was a big song, big club banger. You can't say that people were not playing that song. I mean, it was a big song in the clubs, it was a club banger, you know what I'm saying? So obviously, like with 200 Born, all the other songs, you know, there's a lot of Jawz. There's Costa Titch with the club bangers too. There's more Flame, there's more Ari. So it's just the people, the DJs that maybe are not maybe picking the club bangers because they can compare them to your who's our homie,
songs.
your Roddy Rich, your Pop Smoke, you know, who else do they play in the club? Those people that they play in the clubs, you know what I'm saying? So now you want to hear a KO on a drill beat for what? Because that's not even our sound, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's that. It's just respecting what we as South Africans, as hip-hop artists, come with. That says us, just like Amapiano and Afro beats from, you know, from all these other countries, just to have our own hip-hop, you know, they need to start opening up to that, to playing more Bonabo Aries 25K, you know, playing more Stino and Tweedy, you know, playing more of there's a lot, you know, playing, just literally going and finding those songs. I know they're gonna say that we should be going hard and promoting our music and whatnot, but
you guys are going hard in promoting your music. I mean, that's why I feel that's why a lot of DJs are playing your music, because your music, I mean, besides resonating with a lot of us, I mean, your music is just, I mean, I open Instagram, I see you performing your song, like it keeps on ringing in my head. Like, you know very well how to promote your music. I wanna put in Luna Florentino, because he had a nice different take as to why he feels.
I just jump in there before you go to Luna, man. Just to add to some points that the brother was saying. You know, I think it's very. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for this guy, Yanga, to create this topic and to be controversial right at the time when he's about to release a single. Yeah. And for him to DJs, whereas our biggest issue in the country is not DJs. Our biggest issue here is all the big distribution companies that have the huge marketing budgets for American music, as opposed to supporting the music that we're making. Yeah. You know, so Lil one song and he's got $1 billion worth of marketing, you know, and all that is going to get played on Metro FM. It's going to get played everywhere else on Channel O and all the different channels, because the budget is, you know, literally don't have that same budget. Neither does Jawz, neither does Luna, neither do you. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's very disingenuous for Young to pick on the DJs, and I think it's a bullshit.
Yes, that's what we're saying.
Because right at the time he drops a single the next day. I'm like, come on, bro.
The time, like, was he doing this for clout, or I mean, this is a serious subject, bro. Like
we're being played. I mean, at the time when the homie had these things going on with AKA, not once did he complain.
Yeah.
No, complain. All of a sudden, it's about the DJs now. Fuck out of it.
Luna.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. You had like a different take to this. This whole guys starting to complain when things aren't going their way. starting to blame us DJs for some reason at a time when things are not popping.
I think it's irresponsible because, like, I feel like when you have a big voice, you have a responsibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the public, most of the stuff that we do behind the scenes, they don't understand a lot of the stuff that doesn't necessarily get to the mainstream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like right now, piano's dominating our mainstream. But if you have a huge voice, you can't be saying things like, yeah, hip hop is dead. It's not dead. You know what I'm saying? It's quite irresponsible because now the consumer that only gets their information from the mainstream, that's what they're gonna think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's because that's the only place they can get their information from, the people with the big voices. So now if we all as a community help keep this torch alive, why would you now say the torch is dead when it's time to pass it to the next person? You know what I mean?
Facts.
And that's where piano's thriving. I mean, if you really think about it, Foka dropped Gestar like last year.
Yeah.
But how many new faces have we been introduced to since then? Do you know what I mean?
That's right, man.
That's the same formula they do in the States. You know?
Yeah.
It's literally like a case study of New York versus Atlanta. Do you know what I mean? Like in New York, they had a situation where it's like you couldn't have 3 superstars reigning at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's either you were these guys or you were those guys. You know what I'm saying? But Atlanta, they literally flipped it and said, you know what, there's enough room for everybody. And I think our industry shouldn't be trying to move like New York. We should be trying to move more like Atlanta. Because that's what piano's doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I just say, man, let's just focus on just building whatever part we have to do. Let's build and fuck the naysayers and fuck everyone who's just trying to drag us down. Let's just keep on building. Stino and Tweedy, I mean, fuck, you're doing a great job. Luna, you're dropping music every now and then. You guys are not stopping. SA hip hop is not dead, man. There's a lot of people that love the music. There's a lot of people that love the culture. So let's just push it. Push it. Now, let's move on to the next subject. Actually, you guys are my guest now. Yo, Sam.
What up, bro? What up, Jawz?
Sam, Kanye Mbau, the story just kept on changing. Like
bro.
At first, we thought Kanye escaped from the UAE. This guy, Kudzai, posted some really, really disturbing posts on IG. And as you know, our people on Twitter, after reading all this, a lot of people, you know how they are, they became, private investigators trying to decode everything that was said in all the posts.
Sure.
I mean, especially when he spoke about cutting himself with a knife and just over-explaining, a series of events. So now we know Kanye is back here. What do you think happened here, bro?
Hey, bro, I think it's this thing between Kanye and Kunzai. It's a bit of a catch-22, bro. I mean, you know what they say, there's 3 sides to a story. Her version, his version, and the truth. You know what I mean? It's more like it's dramatic now. Kanye's back. She's going to the tombstone. She's saying she's safe at home. She's happy and whatnot. And this guy is ranting on Twitter and IG now, saying that he's been supporting the kids. He's been doing this and that. And this guy's 28, bro. And you look at Kanye, look at the age difference. So you ask yourself, with this relationship, was it monetary related? Was it money related? You know what I mean? What is this all about? Was it money related or not?
It looks to me like, okay, they went to Dubai, and we've all heard stories about what happens in Dubai, man. I'm sure the guy just surprised Kanye on some, yeah, so we're here. You know what you gotta do? Lie down, baby. I need to shit on your chest. Then Kanye was like, what the fuck? I'm out of here, bitches.
Oh, stop it.
That time he was having Brook Locks, like, yeah, this shit is going to be very hot. You're going to love it. And Kanye thinking, fucker, I've been lightening my skin and this motherfucker is going to burn my chest with his fucking hot shit. Hell no, I'm running back home. I mean, dude, like, it seems she ran away, bro, because the guy was just looking for her. He was looking for the whole night.
The whole night that guy was looking for. She came back the next morning, apparently. Then she left.
Yo. And that time he ate that Brook Locks, my man. So he's busy looking for her, like shitting all over the streets of fucking Dubai. At least he's not gonna get lost, because now he can be able to track his way. Because he's been shitting, so he just had to smell his way back to the hotel. Kudzai.
Hey, Jawz, do you think it was an abusive relationship, or do you think maybe Kanye thought that he was saturated? She had done all she had to do. She had taken all the money. She was done with him, so she had sucked him dry. Why do you think she ran away?
But I just gave you my story, what I think happened.
It was dodgy.
Pell, I'm serious about the shit story.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Your network is bad.
On the CCTV level.
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
So wait, so they decided. Is it bad?
Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so I'm trying to check my connection.
Okay.
Now my issue is that they went to the gravesite at night. I mean, who goes to the gravesite at night, guys? I give you my tune in episode.
And when did they go there? Yo. So if you go to the gravesite at night, where are you from? Like if you are running away from something and you run to the grave. That guy. You find
I don't know. You find it, Jawz, I'm having sorry to cut you off there. I'm having a bit of a fallout on Twitter here. Because my issue when this story came out, the homie was complaining about his girl, and you know, he told us the story step by step what happened. A bit too much information. But my issue was that now the guy was being dragged for bringing his shit onto social media. Okay, cool. In South Africa, where women are killed every day, guys express themselves in very violent ways. This guy decides to take it to social media, but he gets dragged for that too. So I'm like, since a guy mask brigade is out there, what should a guy do? Like, how does a guy express himself? Like, you tell us, you know what I mean? You know, never mind the fact that later on, it became a bit of a concern when her phone was off and her Instagram was deactivated. Then that became a concern. But like, when a guy expresses himself and says, yo, I'm getting cheated on, and then he gets dragged for that, for me, that was just a bit of a concern. Okay, so South Africans, this is how we deal with shit when a guy complains about his girl. This is what's gonna happen.
Hey, he takes Kanye to Dubai, gets cheated on in Dubai. Hey, but this guy, man. Hey, okay, first of all, who does Kanye know in Dubai? Unless no.
You really want to know, bro?
You really want to
know? The Queen of Dubai, come on now.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's huge.
Oh,
she did that.
She's big that side.
It's huge.
Wow. Yo, but I'm just happy she's back, and she went to Dear Dad, your daughter Kanye is home safe and okay with Lasizwe. Yo, Yeah, what a day, man. What a day. What a day. Shit. Because we were thinking of other things, man. We were thinking this guy is covering his tracks. This guy killed our beautiful Kanye Mbau. Hey, because thoughts were just running wild. And especially with all these investigators. The investigators were all out in arms, telling you how it happened and why it happened. But I know. It's all done. Guys, Sea Life, Luna, Stino and Tweedy.
Danko,
Sam. Danko. Everybody tuning in, thank you for watching. This has been another episode of After Chillers right here on the Podcast and Chill Network. Make sure that you subscribe to all the channels that I'm giving you now. I'm talking about this one called djjawz TV. Please subscribe to this channel, djjawz TV, and make sure that you get Stino and Tweedy's brand new song. Is titled Tsele, featuring Questa. Guys, till next time. Ciao, ciao.